Welcome to my channel, guys. Bajazza here, and today I'm going to be talking about why World War II is not a good Call of Duty at all. And for the people that I know that's gonna be watching this, Obi, look, I know you're gonna be watching this, and I want you to make a video of why you think if why Call World War II is a good Call of Duty, just to see if I could I don't know, just to see your opinion. If you don't want to, then that's fine. I just that's just a suggestion. So, why do I think that World War II is a bad game? Now, of course, I'm gonna be honest here. When I first tried this game out, I thought it was one of the greatest games. I thought that since Boots to the Ground is back at it in Call of Duty, I thought that was gonna be one of the greatest games. I was wrong after like 7 months of me playing this game. Of course, I have grinded this game so many times that I'm actually like Prestige 4 or 5. I don't remember. But that's because I don't really care about this game that much anymore. Now, of course, that me caring about this game has basically dimmed down because, yes, even though I do actually finally got Chrome Cam on the game, it looks rewarding, but you know how long that took to actually get it? Yes, I know. It's basically like Dark Man for Black Ops 3 and anything else, like Gold or Diamond from Black Ops 2 and 1. But here's the thing. This game, I thought it could have been like World at War. I don't know why I thought of that. It's such a weird comparison and really stupid one as well. I'd rather play Black Ops 3 than this game, and that's the sad part. I'm not saying Black Ops 3 as in the multiplayer, because that's just cancer. I mean like the zombies. And here's why. I can actually play Knocked It on Tonin or Origins, one of my favorite maps from World at War and Black Ops 2. I can play one of the easiest maps and grind with my friend, or I can play by myself on Origins, trying to get the lightning staff, fire staff, or whatever. Now, when it comes to zombies on World War II, I can't even play the game. The game won't even let me. I have to download this game again for its updates, and it's like 2 gigabytes, which is why I don't even think I can't even play the game anymore because there's so many spaces that I have to delete, like games and or files that I want to delete, but I don't want to because I have so many files I want to share, like Dead by Daylight and or Uno, which I have played before and I still want to play it because it's actually pretty fun to screw over your friends. But World War II, it was a good run for like a few months, and then it basically just died down after people realized how apparently Sledgehammer wanted to make this game as realistic as it could, but of course, not a lot of Call of Duties can do that. Especially World at War, you can't really make it as realistic as you can, even though it's basically kind of because if you shoot someone in the face with a shotgun and they fly off. Just the head just flies off their whole torso. You know how badass that was when I was little? That was very cool. But now I can't really go back in the past because that's basically gone and dead forever. Until I get the Xbox One or something, I don't know. Because I really want to go back to the good old days of Call of Duty. That's like Black Ops 1, 2, and World at War. Not Call of Duty Ghost though, that thing is really trash. But of course, there's some other games that I could play right now, like Dead by Daylight, Fortnite, and or Black Ops 3. That is if I want to go back into it to play some zombies. Now I want to talk about the campaign. Campaign to me, it's okay. I think it's a really good campaign. Yes, I did make a Sign of Silence for World War II. I keep getting that complete confused. And how I said in the description that it's kind of reminding me of World at War, which I wish I could change it to make it so I can tailor it to this. I wish this game could be like World at War, but it doesn't succeed in doing so. And especially the one mission. If you guys play World War II, I keep getting those confused. World War II, you will know one of the missions that you have to follow a train. And you basically follow this train for like 2 to 3 minutes just for it to crash and everything of the debris from the tower to some of the train parts flew over you. And that makes it so dramatic that it made me want to die. That's how bad it was. Because I went back into it when I wanted to play everything on veteran. And literally that was like 1 or 2 minutes of everything flying over me just so I could be alive. And that, I wanted my character to die, to be honest. But of course, there are some good things about campaign, and that is, well, some of the characters, like Aleto or Sussman and even Turner. To me, Turner was one of my favorite characters because he was one of those positive, supportive characters until they killed him off, which, to be honest, that was kind of upsetting. I really hoped he would have lived throughout the entire thing until the Rhine the ending of the mission. But of course, there are some other characters that I don't remember. Like, I almost forgot the guy Styles, the one that the photographer, but that somehow came back into my head just now because I'm remembering about why the game is so bad. But then there was like other people like Pearson, which to me he's pretty funny to look at and or to actually listen to. But of course, he could be a real dumbass and or a real jerk when it comes to the people that he has to train with, which I think to me makes him a really good character and someone to actually listen to. Which is why sometimes I can look back into World War II and think, it was somewhat of a good game. Now I want to talk about the multiplayer and its headquarters. To me, the headquarters was a really new thing that Call of Duty gotten, but we all know that I basically copied Destiny. Now, of course, I never played Destiny multiplayer. I played a little bit of its campaign, but I don't know how to get to multiplayer yet. But at least I know that Destiny had a headquarters and where you could walk around and stuff. To me, I thought it was cool, but then after like a few while, it got pretty weird and stupid. To me, I like the old menus where you could just look at your guns and or if you wanted to go to like an extra slot of the menu to find your missions. To me, that was actually a pretty cool thing. I can actually look what missions I'm looking at, and plus, as you can see, I had 3 days on this game when I first made that one video. Now I'm pretty sure I have like 4 or 5 days on that game now. But to me, I wish I kind of spend that game on was more on the older games. Because to me, I'd never played that much of the older games because I was basically little and I was basically playing Minecraft or whatever. To me, Minecraft was one of the games that I played so much of, and I wish that I played more on what is it called, World at War, Black Ops 1 and 2. Now, here's a reason why I keep saying why I think World at War, Black Ops 1 and 2 were good games. But that's because they were good games. They were badass. They were really cool games that you can actually play, pick up, and play for like hours on end. To me, if a game can make me do that, then that's one of the best games I can ever play. For example, yes, I know this is going to be a weird topic to put on, but Undertale was one of the best games I ever played. Well, as an RPG anyways. Because I actually played that game non-stop until I got to the ending. And then when I got to Genocide, it made me quit it and then go back to Pacifist. But it made me go back to Genocide to know the ending. Now, if a game can make me do that, then I know that it's a really good game. Now, of course, I did say that I went back into World War II to play it on Veteran, but that's because I just wanted to get the achievement on play all the campaigns on World War II on Veteran. Now, of course, I wish I could have done Veteran on World at War and Black Ops 1. Not Black Ops 2. That game is kind of unforgivable for difficulty to me. Now, I did play on Veteran once, and I don't want to go back to Black Ops 2 on Veteran. Just on Recruit and or Regular if I want to do that. But just for like its mission. Now, of course, if I wanted to play its campaigns, then it would have had to be World at War. One of the best campaigns in my opinion. But I'm off topic. I'm still talking about multiplayer. Now, of course, the multiplayer game mode that they added were cool and all, but they were too late. To me, World War II came out with its game mode a little bit later than it should have been. For example, they added Infected. Now, to me, I wish they added this a lot sooner, but they didn't. Modern Warfare 2 and 3, they did a lot better, I think. Pretty sure they did. I don't know if it's Modern Warfare 2, but it's Modern Warfare 3. Now, of course, there's other game modes that they added, like Prop Hunt. Now, to me, Prop Hunt was such a weird game they added, and maybe the only reason why they added it was because of how successful it was on Modern Warfare Remastered. Now, speaking of Modern Warfare Remastered, that's also a game I don't like. I really started disliking it since they added supply jobs, and it was pay to win, so that was one thing. Now, of course, it has to go with World War II. It is also pay to win because some of the weapons on there took forever for them to actually nerf, and I don't know why it took them so long. Now, to me, I don't really think adding weapons to supply drops should be a thing. I think that they should just add it into the loadout and go to like a certain level or prestige to actually get it. Then maybe that would be a lot more fair, and maybe I would actually like the game. But I don't like the system. It's not good. Now, of course, this is also going to be a thing that's already been dried out, but as the maps. The maps, to me, are good, but when you keep playing them over and over, it gets really retarded. Now, of course, when I was playing the maps, when it first came out, I was so bored. I didn't have no idea what was going on. And to me, that doesn't make it a really good game. If you don't know what's going on throughout a map, and they keep finding new ways to break the game, then I don't even think I want to play it. Now I know there was like 9 maps when it first came out, but 9 maps is not enough for our player base. Now what I want this to be a good game, but it is already too late. World War II was such a good game when it first came out, but after like a day later, people already started complaining. I didn't know why. And then like 7 months later, I finally realized. I watched so many videos about why the game was so bad, and now I understand. From the act man to Mark Music, I can actually understand. Now, of course, I'm not just saying this because I want to reenact some of the drama that's between Call of Duty and whatever. It's just my opinion and why I think that this game is not really good. But now let's get back to the zombies. Zombies is so terrible, I swear. When I first played the first Iron map, to be honest, I didn't even like it. I didn't like how to beat the Easter egg was. It was so difficult. If you were playing by yourself, of course. I was playing by myself and it was very difficult. But when playing with friends, it was out of control. Like, it was so many people that wanted to do one thing at a time. I wanted to get everything done really fast. But of course, that's everyone's play style. I can't really force them to. So, what happened is, when I'm playing this game of zombies, what do I expect to do when it comes to it? I want to be able to build another barrier. Goddamn, why did they take this out? That's one of the stupidest things I ever saw in my life. When I saw I couldn't rebuild barriers again, I actually wanted to throw the game away. But, hey, whatever. They're coming out of the roof anyways, apparently. I don't know how that works. So, yeah. Zombies, I don't recommend playing zombies on World War II. To me, it's one of the worst ones you could ever play on. And if you do like it, then that's fine. I can't really judge you. Dude, that's some games that I like that you guys don't like. Like, for example, my brother likes playing Transit on Black Ops 2. And no one else does. Isn't that kind of upsetting? Now, I want to go back to World at War. Yes, I know, this is not World War II, but here's the thing. World War II tried to be World at War. It was trying to be intense and try to get the story in there. But the thing that really messed up the whole entire World War II was when they put in how many people died and how many people suffered throughout the war at the very beginning of the campaign. Now here's the thing. It didn't kind of ruin my sound of silence for World War II was when I put in that exact thing they put in at the very beginning of the video. Now I wish I could have put that at the end, then it would have actually made it a lot better. Now here's the thing. If they actually put it at the end, then I think they would have actually made it a really good campaign. Because then it would have hit you hard like a brick. Like a really buff guy hitting you with a brick, not throwing at you, like hitting you with the brick. Now, that's the thing. I don't really like World War II campaign. I like it, but I don't really like it. When it comes to World at War, when they make the story, they make the story. They make it right in your face, and they actually make it so you like it. With certain things that they put in there. They actually put in real events in the background while there's a narrator, and that's what makes it really realistic, because that's actually real time. Those people that you saw hanging on the news, yeah, those are real people. and those are the people that died for no reason from the Nazis because of their race and or their religion. So, especially the zombies when it comes to World at War. The zombies was only 4 maps. They're basic, but they keep getting players to play the maps. And here's why. Simplicity. It's all simple, but that's what makes it fun. For example, there's Dr. Artotin, Farux, Shino Numa, and Derice. Derice is one of everyone's favorite map when it first came out. There was the Wonderwolf, the Ray Gun, the MG42, the FG42. There's so many guns that I can list off the top of my head, and it makes me want to go back to the good old days of World at War. Some of them the guns that I know that's on World War II is the same thing, but there's so many other guns that I don't even know anymore. They added in a crossbow in World War II, and it makes it so stupid to me. They added the commando division, which I don't really get. You just fly it off like an airplane as like a new way to spawn in. That's cool and all, but shouldn't that be airborne? Since airborne literally has a picture of an MP40 with a parachute, that makes no sense to me. Like if you're gonna put in a division that involves a parachute, airborne literally means people falling out of an airplane, then why didn't you do this earlier? Now, of course, that would have cost a lot of gigabytes and or space within our storage, but that makes no sense to me. Now, of course, they actually added in another Halloween event, and they added a Grim Reaper from what I've seen. It's cool and all, but whatever. I don't really care. It's not pay to win, but it's okay, I guess. But then we have multiplayer for World at War. That's one of the best multiplayer they ever had. Until the hackers came in. But, hey, I'm talking about before the hackers came in. So yeah, when I first played the multiplayer, I thought I was going to be, well, really trash at it. And of course, I was. Until I started playing more and more when I was little. And then I started becoming good. My favorite weapon was the PPSH, and the favorite shotgun was the double barrel. That's when the double barrel was actually good, World War II. It took you forever to try to buff them. And I'm pretty sure they haven't yet. Even if they did, they're still pretty trash. Good thing I played on hardcore. Now, of course, the only game mode that I played that was on World at War was Team Deathmatch, and I wish I didn't. I wish I could have tried out War, Free for All, and some other games that was on there. I don't remember what's on there. Man, if I had an Xbox One, I would have been bought World at War and go back to how it should have been. Now, I don't have a Xbox One, as you guys should know, and plus, I don't really like Xbox One. It's kind of dying, I guess. Not really. There's so many videos about things dying like Fortnite, I guess. But, hey, we can go back to good old times. We all could somewhat agree that World War II is not a really good Call of Duty game, and we could all agree that this game, Zombies, is really trash, I swear. I can't get that out of my head. Now, of course, the new Call of Duty game came out, and I guess came out, or is coming out, Black Ops 4. To me, I don't really think I want to buy it, and here's why. Because to me, I think that supply drops are coming back, and they're going to make it pay to win. And if they don't, I might get it. I just might. But the thing is, though, I'm not going to be there just for its Battle Royale. I'm going to be there just so I can at least tell Call of Duty that I still want the game to be good. And yeah, that's all I have to say. I really wish that Call of Duty could go back to its roots, and not just because it's booted to the ground, but because they have no balls. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time.